What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another Platinum Trophy video for you guys. Today I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in Anthem on the PlayStation 4. Now, the last trophy that I do have to get is No Stone Unturned, which is to complete all Bastion Collectibles challenges. This will probably be the last trophy for a lot of people because doing these collectibles is somewhat random, but I did enjoy it to an extent because, if you don't know, I used to play Destiny back in the day, so I have a little bit of a disorder. Anyway, with all of that being said, if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below, and consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification to stay up to date on all of my new trophy content. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get into this video. I do live stream all my Platinum trophies and various other games over on Twitch, so if you want to go follow me, there's a link for that down in the description below. So as I stated in the beginning of this video, and I don't want to hit on it for too long, I did play Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 back in the day when they came out. So this game was touted as the Destiny killer. And from what I remember of playing of those games, this is somewhat fun, actually. I did enjoy playing through the entirety of this game. Now, the one thing about this game that it lacks from Destiny is that there isn't much endgame content. There's a lot of content building up to the endgame, but there's really no endgame content to an extent like there was in Destiny, with like raids and gear and all that stuff that actually matters. So, with all of that being said, I did really enjoy playing through this game. It might sound crazy, but I did enjoy it. It wasn't too much of a grind. I know there was some complaints about, equipment grinding and, weapon grinding and stuff like that. I will say, if you're a new person that's going into this game, these Bastion challenges, well, I guess it's not necessarily related to the Bastion challenges, but there's a few trophies related to, like, gear with certain javelins and weapons challenges and stuff like that. Definitely pay attention to those as you're playing through the game, because that will make your end game grind a lot easier. If you pay attention to what weapons you're getting for those weapon challenges, all you have to do is get 50 kills with each different, weapon that is in the game. So don't get rid of like every single like assault rifle or light machine gun or whatever as you're playing through the game. Pay attention to those challenges so that you don't need to grind and try to get those weapons later on. Same thing when it comes to the javelins. There is certain challenges related to different types of gear and stuff when it comes to playing so many missions and stuff with that gear, with that javelin. So pay attention to that as you're playing through the game. It's nothing crazy, but definitely pay attention to it. So let's talk about these Bastion challenges a little bit, because like I said, this is going to be the thing that most people are probably going to be getting as their last trophy, and these are the collectibles that you're going to be getting. A few of them are random. I will say that. A few of them are random. So there's a few that aren't random. So there's going to be like these orb things that are kind of on the walls and stuff. I forget the exact name of them. Like they're Arcanist runes or something. Those are not random, so you can follow a collectible guide and get all of those around the map. There are more than what you need for the challenge, but you can do that. There are some other like little journal things. I forget the exact name, meterons or I don't know. There are some other ones that are also in set locations as well, so you can follow collectible guides for that. When it comes for these journals, I think that's what they're called, these different things for like the Arcanist and the Dominion and all these different groups, those are random. So the one that we're getting right now is Outlaw. A few of them you can get down in a tomb. That's actually, I should say up in a tomb, up in the north area. And there's actually an area right at the Tarsus Fort. If you go straight, there's a really good spawn there for a few of these. But for this Outlaw one, I found that if you spawn at Fort Tarsus and then you go directly to the left, there's this little Outlaw area. And there's usually always one collectible that will spawn here, and then you can fly out like I did back to Fort Tarsus, fly back in, and it will kind of respawn everything. So if you need the Outlaw one, that's what I used. The other one I used the I forget what it's, the tomb that's up in like the northeast area. There's a good spawn up there, and then like I said, there is a spawn like directly north of Fort Tarsus, like down the waterfalls. There'll be like a little area there, and then all you do is fly north up to like a water area, dive underwater to cool yourself off, go back up, and then usually it will respawn up there. But the Outlaw one doesn't spawn. Well, it does spawn there, but it's very rare. I found this to be the easiest. The rest of the collectibles are kind of easy. I mean, again, it is random. A lot of the collectibles are random, and that's what people complain about, but there is a way to kind of control the spawns. if you're looking for very specific things. Like I said, I did this specific location with the Outlaw, and I got at least one collectible each time I was going through here. So it definitely will spawn one time, maybe sometimes even 2 times if you fly back to Fort Tarsis and then fly back in. So there we go. We got all of the Outlaw history, and we're completing other challenges. And then there was one challenge that was undiscovered, but I guess it counted for something. So anyway, there is our trophy, No Stone Unturned. And then, this game likes to load a lot, and apparently it wanted to load the Platinum Trophy as well. This game is really, really slow with loading. So there's our Platinum Trophy Grandmaster, no image. Gotta love that. I did enjoy playing through this game and getting this Platinum, but anyway, let's take a look at this list. So here it is, 100% with the Platinum, no DLC, and I'm going to assume there's not going to be any DLC because they stopped supporting this game. But as you're looking through the list here, you're going to see that there are trophies at the top here that are related to missions and side missions, which will spawn at Fort Tarsis as you're just generally playing through the game. And then as you get kind of to the bottom of the list, you're going to see certain types of challenge-based trophies, which again are related to those weapons, so definitely pay attention to that. You're going to have some javelin-based trophies with getting certain levels. You'll get that as you're just naturally playing through the game and getting gear. And then you have some javelin gear trophies at the bottom, which again, there's certain gear and you just need to complete like 4 missions with gear equipped. So just pay attention to that gear as you're playing through the game. Don't really get rid of it, and look at those challenges in the mission. The game tracks everything really well. And then as for these trophies here, these are just exploration-based trophies, nothing too crazy, but the majority of the collectibles are going to come from those Bastion challenges. And then you've got these 3 loyalty trophies at the bottom, which you'll get no problem at all. Anyway, here is the profile. Trophy level 594, 35%. I've got 15,159 total trophies. Got 10,110 bronze, 3,407 silver, 1,389 gold with 253 platinums. And like I said, 15,159 total trophies if you're into that numbers kind of stuff. And then here's the Platinum Trophy itself. Since we didn't see it when the trophy propped, this is the image, Grand Master. So like I said, I really, really did enjoy this game. I did play Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 when they came out. And like I said, this game was touted as like the Destiny killer, and it's completely different than Destiny when it comes to the way it plays and everything like that. Another thing that I should probably say is this is my first BioWare game that I've ever fully played through and platinumed. So this is exciting as well for me. An interesting game to start that with, but I would like to play some other BioWare games. But when it comes to everything else, again, just please pay attention to those challenges as you're playing through if you want to make this game as easy as possible. So you're not having to grind for gear and grind for weapons. You pay attention to what you need. You get 50 kills with, a certain gun. Then you never have to worry about that gun again. You're done with it. So just pay attention to that. And again, it's all tracked through the menu. The menu tracks absolutely everything great. That is one thing about this game that is phenomenal. So let's get into some numbers here. So difficulty out of 10 in order to get this platinum, I'm going to give this like a 4 or like maybe like a 3 to 4 out of 10. We'll go more towards a 4. There's nothing that's super difficult about the game, and as you're getting better gear and everything like that, playing through the missions is extremely easy. The other thing is you can play on an easy setting. So if you're struggling with a mission, just pump it down. That's all you got to do. But I felt as I was playing through the game and getting better gear and everything, I felt like I was like a god playing the game. Like I couldn't be killed. I was playing like Grandmaster missions and stuff after. Like I was having some fun with it. But yeah, you can really tweak that difficulty, and that gear does matter a little bit later on. Not so much while you're playing through the main story and everything, but later on you'll feel really OP. So 4 out of 10 there. Time it takes to get the platinum, you're probably looking at around 70 to 80 hours. Now, you could cut that drastically if you do worry about those challenges as you're playing from the beginning of the game. But if you're not worrying about those challenges, like I said, 70 to 80 hours. If you worry about those challenges, you're maybe talking 50 to 60. A lot of the time is going to come to just playing through the story. The story is a big chunk of time and effort to get through. The Bastion challenges is a little bit of time, but not as much as that story. So 4 out of 10, 70 to 80 hours if you're not focusing on the challenges, 50 to 60 if you are. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below. I love reading through all of that. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all sorts of stuff, Twitter, Twitch, other trophy, or other videos like this. So if you want to go follow, watch, do any of that, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.